This is Freddy Fazbear, and Diego is here to tell you that there has been some editing done to this. It has been sped up, um, and there might be some issues and problems. I didn't really cover much. Just a little disclaimer. Hopefully, I did this correctly. Uh, well, hopefully, Diego did this correctly. This is Freddy Fazbear. Goodbye. Okay. Good afternoon, Professor. This is going to be my project for due today. I will be doing this on the annotated bibliography, every journal reflection, and peer review feedback. Uh, why I chose these three is because most of them require almost every SLO and some writing behaviors and practices. I'd like to get over with the annotated bibliography first, but I'll try to go slow so I reach the 5 minute mark. Um, okay, well, I'll probably list various SLOs since it's just not only one, so it can last longer. So let's begin. Obviously, we do need critical thinking because without critical thinking, I would have not been able to do all this. If I didn't critically think throughout this entire essay, it would have not been done. And I obviously needed communication skills because how am I going to communicate with you, the professor, who's reading the annotated bibliography? Teamwork wasn't needed. Well, maybe it was because I did ask my buddy Noah on help with the citations and help with a couple other um, sentences. I didn't ask him for to do it for me, but I just asked him for help. Personal responsibility, of course, I needed to do this because I was in between work and getting this work done. So I personally told myself, you have to finish this assignment because no one else is going to finish this assignment for you. So you have to be quick, you have to be smart, and you have to do it right, even if it looks a little funny. Because I did get an 80, I did miss in some areas. I still managed to get it done because it's my responsibility as a student. All right, now to the writing behaviors and practices. Writing and reading process. Of course, I had to read it to revise it and check it. Give myself some feedback as well. You also gave me some feedback, which was very helpful. I try to do the most in my time frame. Hopefully, you can see this. Hello. Writing. Of course, all this written right here. You can see all this is written. Alrighty. Reading process. Oof. I do like reading, but when I read my own essays, I feel a little embarrassed because I do notice where I messed up. Rhetorical awareness. I should pay attention for that one. Ooh. A critical introduction should include discussion where you synthesize and summarize your insights about your learning experience for a reader who doesn't know much about this course, this genre, or this content. Several questions like, what might you need to define, describe, or explain to help your reader understand what this text is and what it's about? The mind behaviors and practices work together to teach you something. What might you need to define, describe, or explain to help your reader understand what this text is? Well, what this text is annotated bibliography. That's it. Okay, hello, I'm back. Well, defining an annotated bibliography, it is basically all the readings and texts we did throughout week one. No, it was week 3, I think, week 3 to what week? We did it 2 weeks ago. Weeks? No. Oh, let me check. Week. Oh, it was probably week 7. Week 7. Yeah, week 7. Week 7. It was basically starting off from. Oh, crap. Starting off from all the way over. It was from the start. No, it was learn profile. But learn profile. That was a long time ago. Oh yeah, here it is. Week 3 all the way to week 7. Basically, yeah. No, week 3 all the way to week 6 because we didn't have a reading this week. I'm pretty sure. Check if I'm wrong. Yeah, we didn't have a reading. So it was from week 3 to week 6 the readings. That was what the annotated bibliography was for. Describe it. Well, I think I already did. How would I define it? It really challenges the reader's intellect from the ooh, annotated bibliography is a compilation of texts, summaries, and analysis done by the student who wrote them. Who read them. That's what the annotated bibliography should be. Compilation of text. Explain to help understand what the text is. What it's about. I think I already did. I'll skip that one. How do you explain the work you did to engage with each SLO during this class so far? I think this is where I'm going to plug in the other two. Assignments and activities. Valid. Oh, any group activity. I remember we did one. Not so though. I think it was this week. Like this week, not week 9, week 8. I think it was in class where we had to present with a group, Sturdy and SLO. What else? Probably peer review feedback as well. We did need various of those. Critical thinking, communication skills, and teamwork were needed for that assignment. If we did not communicate our critical thinking skills in our team, I don't think we would have had any good feedback with our peers. Uh, how can you explain to the reader how your experiences with the SLOs and writing behaviors and practices work together to teach you something about yourself? Well, I feel like critical thinking and writing and reading are basically like the gasoline in the car. Critical thinking is the gasoline, writing and reading is the car. Without critical thinking, our brain wouldn't get the fuel it needs. We wouldn't be writing and reading. So basically, that can really tell you something about yourself. How hard do you critically think? How much do you write? How much do you read? It tells you, are you a dedicated person? Are you a hard thinking person? Hard working person? Do you think a lot? Do you think very little? I don't know. Probably communication skills. Oh, I feel like when you communicate with somebody, you do have to revise what you're about to communicate because you can't be communicating no doo doo, no like bad speeches. If you're a president, will you not revise your speech before saying it, or will you say it from the top of your head? If you're a good president, you'd say it from the top of your head. If you're a bad president, you probably have to write it a couple times, or basically any spokesperson. If you have to write it a couple times, I don't think you should be saying a speech because like it doesn't come from the heart. You were thinking about it; it probably does like come from the heart at that time. But once you're up on that podium, are you really telling the truth? You just write. You just wrote to write to people to give them false hope, false message. Ooh. Two questions about your processes of thinking, reading or writing that remain unanswered at the point of the semester. Ooh, ooh, this is a hard question. Two questions. Hmm. Hmm. Two questions. Two questions. I got to think back to the time we were in class. Two questions. Oof. How's the thinking, reading or writing that remain unanswered at the point of the semester? Ooh. This is going to be an easier question. Let me pause the recording. I'll be right back. I'll think about this. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I have now found out what to do, what to ask. Ooh, how how do I know when I already revised enough, I already read through enough, and then my work is done? Because sometimes I did get stuck. When I was at the end of the essay, I was rereading it, going back up and down from it. Well, not an essay, a journal, uh, reading journals. I was at the bottom. I'm looking at my annotations. Like, this is annotation, but should I rewrite this? Should I change this annotation? Or should I change this analysis? Should I change this summary? And how do I incorporate feedback without needing to change my entire essay? Because when but like if I got really harsh feedback, I wouldn't know what to do. I probably think I need to start again from the bottom to the top, make a drop. Um, Ignore that last part. I'm sorry. But yeah, I sometimes feel like I need to start again. Some essays when I reread it, and I don't know if I should start from zero or I should work from there. Uh, yeah. All right, on to my next two assignments. Probably the easier one is going to be doing the reading journals. So of course you're going to need critical thinking, communication skills, of course, because I need to communicate with the teacher. Yeah. No teamwork, personal responsibility, of course, meet the deadline, do what you're supposed to do it right, and be honest. My behaviors and practices, of course, writing and reading. I need to read the journal. I read the journal. Read the text, write annotations for it, read the text, write summaries and analysis for it, revise it, feedback until I finish it and turn it in. Uh, yeah, yeah, those are the too fast. I don't know if that's 5 minutes already. But that's basically all you need your for your journal, reading journals. Sorry. I don't know if I'm supposed to do these bottoms for the reading journal as well, but I will. Frequent discussion should include discussion with your senses and your insights about your. All right. What am I need to define, describe journal, reading journals, define it. It's you annotate, and make it. Wait, actually, let me go back on one. Here's reading journal. Turned in late. Yeah, I wonder. Ooh, Emily's citation. So I was missing on that part. The content reflection. Reading journal. Well, actually, I'll use content reflection because this is also an important one. Oh yeah, just download it again. Where is it? Here it is. Here it is. What it is, I needed to gather. I forgot the instruction. I forgot the freaking. Right, here it is. Here it is. I'll use this one. Yeah, you need a summary citation. That's what you need. You need summary citations, content reflection. That's what it is. Summarize and cite the text. Help understand. Ooh, we haven't done these in a while, so I kind of forget. But basically, that's what it is. Hmm. Answer a couple questions. Make a summary. Yada yada yada. My battery's running out. Give me. I'm gonna get my charger. I'll be right back. Whoa, whoa, what is that? Oh, someone get rid of that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, hello. I'm back. I forgot what I want to go do. Oh, I want to go get my charger. Alrighty. Close this tab. Let's get back to work. Wait, check the instructions again. Include the final draft. Okay. Description. Um, like, where's yourself during reflective critical introduction of your portfolio. Oh, so I'm not supposed to do that for every single assignment. I think. Either way, this video's already been recorded, edited, chopped and screwed. But I'll finish giving the peer feedback. Peer feedback. I think I already basically gave the summary of what it is, what it needs to be. I'll do it again because I've been getting stuck and messing up throughout the entire video. Critical thinking was obviously needed and peer review feedback. Communication skills were obviously needed as well. Without those two, the work would have not been done at all. Teamwork was key. Teamwork is key most of the time. Writing and reading process was used, and revision and feedback was used throughout this assignment the entire time. The entire time, I forgot. I don't. You see those two? These two right here. I don't know what those are. I should have paid more attention in class. But hopefully that's a 5 minute mark I've reached already. Oh, you know what? Just to make up for the fact that I kind of messed up throughout the entire essay, I'll do the critical introduction at the end of the video. Defining three assignments are very, very writing based, very reading, no, writing heavy. Like all of them used writing, all of them used reading. For two of them, you needed revision feedback, which would be peer review and journal reflection. Well, no, actually, for all three, I need a revision for myself, feedback from the teacher. I need to read them all myself, describe them. I would describe them as very informational and sort of as a checkpoint to see where you're at, reading and writing wise. And well, yeah, explain to help your reader understand what this text is and what it's about. Answer record is a compilation of texts you've done throughout a couple of weeks. Journal reflection is a text summarized, and you answer a couple questions that are given to you on the reading journals. These are the couple questions. Um, peer review, peer review, peer review is a teamwork based project, not projects, but assignment. You need to communicate with your friends. You need to communicate with yourself to give feedback to the other person. Don't be harsh. Don't be mean. Be honest and give pros and cons. Just don't give pros. That would be it for. Wait, no, no, no. No, that's not it. How can you explain the work you did to go through each of the work I did for all three of them? Write, write for all three of them. Read for all three of them. Critically think for all of them. Communicate most of the time with my teamwork. Personal responsibility was to give the person feedback for the peer review feedback. The personal responsibility for reading journal and annotated bibliography was to turn it on time to reach every single instruction that was given to you, such as this. I am trying to do this as good as I can. I feel kind of awkward recording this. It's my first time doing this in a while. Um, First assignments activities. Probably review and annotated bibliography. Those two basically need all, not all, but most of writing behaviors and SLOs. Now, your experience with the SLOs. Well, probably the experience with my SLOs are very important. They're crucial for every single assignment in English class, and I feel like I will still need them throughout my entire college career. Also, for my My business career would probably be pretty important since I do need to read and write a lot of numbers. You need reading for math. Everything is going to be needed. You need to read for everything. Like for this, I'm reading. Right behaviors and practices work together to teach you something about yourself. Probably that I need to do work better, that I need to do work faster, that I need to communicate better, and that I should talk to my team more instead of just trying to do everything on my own. My two questions, I already asked them earlier. Oh my God, this is horrible. Okay, I'll end the video here. Sorry if this was very badly recorded. I tried to get everything as fast as I could, possibly. Yeah. Mina, cállate, estoy grabando un video.